Hi, my name is Trisha Dominguez. This is how I use Microsoft technologies to create a more significant learning experience for my students. This specific project was designed for my 7th grade students. They are English as a second language learners, and the project was meant to create an atmosphere where the students could actively apply the knowledge gained throughout the unit as a performance task. The students were required to become real-life investigators, writers, and news reporters in order to create and publish one issue of their own newspaper and carry out a live newscast about the events of the book wholes. In order to achieve these goals, students were required to investigate juicy current events in the novel, pitch their ideas using Microsoft PowerPoint to the rest of their classmates, plan their writing, create and publish a digital newspaper using Microsoft Word, complete with articles and other special features, and produce video news footage using Microsoft Movie Maker to use in their live newscast performance in front of parents, teachers, and other fellow students. The first part of this assignment was for the students to go home and to brainstorm different topics from the book wholes that they could do a news report on. After this, they had to pick just one of these ideas and to create a PowerPoint presentation that they would later use to pitch their ideas in the next class. After all of the students pitched their ideas, they were then to gather in their groups and decide which ideas were the most interesting ones and which ones they were going to pick to include in both their news articles and their live news report. One of the students' PowerPoint presentations. In this case, it was used to pitch an idea about making a weather report. In this case, the main goal of this student's presentation was to make her classmates understand the importance of protecting themselves from the sun and from the heat. And she used that as her point in order to create this importance and to increase her probability of her idea getting picked. As part of her recommendations for different types of articles that could be written, she could write on use of sunblock and other types of protection from the sun, always being hydrated, make sure you drink lots of liquids, and also to make sure you stay inside. For the weather for the following days, she presented, making her point that Monday was going to be 100% blazing hot, Tuesday 100% Sunday, Wednesday was going to be 100% really hot, Thursday, Friday 100% sunny, Saturday and Sunday 100% blazing hot. For the second part of this project, the students came back together after deciding which topics they were going to choose for their news reports and for their newspapers. They came together and they organized their thoughts and they created a game plan as far as how they were going to carry out the project and how they were going to achieve the deadlines that were given to them. For the third part of this project, the students needed to start creating their digital newspapers in the computer lab with their plan already made and ready to go. As you can see in these pictures, some of the students are using both PowerPoint and also Word to do their newspaper. Here we can see a few examples I will show you. In this example, we can see that the students decided to use Word. They've got lots of different articles and lots of different things like recipes to make the article a little bit more interesting. And one of my favorite ones here is actually the one where they said that there's actually going to be Baskin Robbins on the top of God's thumb, which is the big mountain that the main characters have to climb up in the book. And at the end, they also have some different advertisements just to give a little bit of extra kick to their newspaper. On the other hand, some groups decided to create their newspaper using PowerPoint, which is interesting because in PowerPoint you have the option to select the page flip transition. So what the students did was they made their articles in PowerPoint and were able to make it look like a real newspaper with this page flip option. In the fourth part of this project, after the students have finished doing their newspaper, they need to record a news report that they will later use to make a live news report in front of a live audience. In this picture, you can see two students who are working and practicing and recording their video and getting ready for this live news report.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the TV show called The Cruel Truth. We're going to have 4 special guests that come directly from Texas. Kiziki Barlow, Sam, Carl Walker, and Sherry. And we are going to interview them live. So don't change the channel and stay with us.
Once the students finish their studio recordings, it's time for them to present their live news reports.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have 4 special guests that come directly from Texas. Kiziki Barlow, Sam, Carl Walker, and Sherry. And we are going to interview them live. So don't change the channel and stay with us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have our special interview, and we're going to start with Kiziki Barlow. Please give her an applause. So, okay, how are you doing?
Well, I'm a little bit sad because of Sam's death, but I'm getting over it.
Well, that's good. If you're getting over it, that means that you're going to the next step.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, how was your life back then at the town of Green Lake?
It was beautiful until, the tragedy happened, but yeah, it's been better.
Okay, so did you meet someone special then?
Sam the Onion Man.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, now, if you had the possibility to change something from the past, what would it be?
I would go to the past and avoid Sam's death. Take him to another country or town.
Okay, now we're going to introduce our next guest. Sam, the Onion Man, please, an applause. So, Sam, what was your job back then at the town of Green Lake?
My job was going to a mountain where I plant onions, and later on I used to sell them to the town. That's all.
Yeah, the odor's killing me. So, okay. Well, let's introduce our next guest, the sheriff. Please give him an applause. Sheriff, when Kate was in the crisis and she was in trouble, why didn't you help her?
I didn't help her because it was against the law what she did, and also the town was against her. So even though I wanted to help her, I couldn't.
Okay, thank you. Someone's calling you, so can you just go just then? Okay, now going back to Sam. Sam, tell us, did you have any pets?
Yes, one. It was a donkey named Mary Lou.
And did you have like some effect to her?
No,
It was just a donkey?
just a special donkey.
Okay, thank you, and we go back to our next presentation. Thank you.
This is Trisha DeMint reporting out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.